We talk about BNI and the support we get, the thank you for the business. There's so much more to it which can't be measured.
To come somewhere into a room with 50 people was really, really daunting. It was really scary. And to have someone like Pete, who's a friendly face, and encouraging me, it just made the world a difference. You would never, ever have known that he'd been struggling or that there'd been any issues with his membership.
He was quite an interesting character, but kept himself to himself quite a lot. He was quite quiet.
He was maybe a little bit floundering.
You had to sort of approach Pete to get anything out of Pete sometimes.
It just didn't seem to become natural to him at the start.
When I first joined BNI, I started it because I was struggling to get working, and that was because I was going through a divorce. It was taking a lot of my energy, and therefore my business was suffering. And at this time I was going through a custody battle regards my daughter. I was almost at a point where I was unable to do what I wanted to do. So there's panic stations. It was looking at applying for new jobs, things I'd never considered before. So it was at that point when I got a phone call off a member of the committee. I sort of opened up to them and told them what was going on.
And as a result of that, really what we recognised was that we needed to get behind him a little bit more and try and help him and support him in any way we could.
And from that point onwards, I noticed a massive change in the way I perceived BNI and the way people perceived me. They sort of rallied around me and gave me help when I needed it.
They really wanted to help him, and it was just coming from everywhere.
But the first role that I suggested for Pete was to go on to the visitor host team.
And as soon as he did that, of course, he increased his profile in the chapter. And people started to see Pete in a different light.
The support I got there was phenomenal.
Sort of in about 6 months, he really changed his attitude. He'd come in smiling for a start.
Pete realised he started to get more referrals, and what actually happened, of course, as a result of that, is he started to get more business.
When it became the time for me to choose the person taking over role as president, Pete was one of the obvious natural choices for me.
I thought, why not? It's an opportunity, take it with both hands.
Where Pete is now is absolutely brilliant. He's come along so far.
Nowhere near the type of person that he was when he first joined the chapter.
He's now gaining some real quality people that he's working for. He's set up an organisation called Mentel, which is specifically there to help men who are having difficulties in their lives and giving them a peer-to-peer group where they can support each other and help each other.
Pete was actually one of the first members that I really spoke to.
I don't think Kate realised her own ability when she started in the chapter.
I hated standing up in front of people, and he sort of coached me along.
BNI as a whole helped to blossom.
It's been amazing for my business, but for me as an individual, it's been even better.
It's about helping each other. It's about building relationships.
It significantly changes people's lives, the way they work, the way they think.
It's business, but it's also family.
I see BNI as the person-centred way of doing business because it improves you as a person and the people are at the centre of it.